Carter Jamie podcast. I'm gonna put another video up here, but we've been watching videos most of the day. I mean, about these officers and how how I did not know that having a taillight or license plate taillight out was a crime, or even being stopped is a crime. Like for speeding is not a crime. They're having a tail light out, all that stuff, that is not considered a crime.
It's considered arrest. It's considered a citationable offense. Citation
or a warning, depending on how the officer feels. If they feel that they should give you a warning, or so basically, everything when you get stopped, it's in the officer's hand of what they want to do, and if they feel like they want to have you step out of the car, if they feel like they want to arrest you, if they feel like they want to give you a ticket, whatever they want to do, they have complete control, which is bullshit because we pay their salary, and yet some of them park illegally, some of them speed without having their lights on. I mean, I can understand if it's a silent call or something like that. I can understand that. But you would still have lights, you just wouldn't have sirens. But if you have no lights, no sirens, nothing, and you're just flying down there thinking, oh, hey, I can go 60, 70 miles an hour.
To make it look like he could run the red lights because he
was
an emergency, and then he flipped them right back off as soon as he got to 3 fucking lights.
Yeah, because he just wants to get through. Yeah, because he just wants to get through. Because they just want to get through the stoplights, and they don't give a shit. And I'm sorry, but people can report my freaking videos, and they can try to silence me, and freaking the cops can try to silence me, but you go up to them and you ask them questions.
They won't answer.
They don't want to answer. They want to be like, they'll turn it around on you and be like, can you identify yourself? Can you do this? Can you do that? How do I know that the badge is real? How do I know that you're not in just some ordinary some ordinary uniform that you can just buy off of Amazon or whatever, or anything like that? How do I know that you're actually a cop? That's why people don't give their ID out, and they don't want to ID themselves because they don't want to freaking be
legally. If they ask you for your ID, you're supposed to.
Yeah, legally you're supposed to in some states.
There's some states that don't require.
But with all this stuff about people pretending to.
They have to.
But the thing is, it's like, but it's like people could impersonate a cop, or they could. I mean, there are people that could do that, but I mean, not saying that all the time that's gonna happen. But if you have that suspicion, and you feel like, oh, hey, this cop is not who they say they are, and you try to ask them for identification, and they don't want to do that, then I don't think you should have a right to freaking.
You know what you ask for?
What?
Ask for their badge number, and if they can't give that to you, you don't have to give your ID to them. Guarantee.
Yeah.
If they ask you for your ID and you say, "Can I please get your badge number and your name?" And if they cannot provide that information,
then you should not have to
provide your ID.
But
I know they.
Even though technically, if you ask them, hey, can I have your badge number? Can I have your name and badge number?
I wouldn't give my
I'd be like, if it was me,
I'm not gonna give it to an officer that I don't fucking know.
If it was me, I'd tell the officer, I'd be like, hey, you want my name and date of birth or all my information?
Then you
give me your identification. If you don't refuse, I'd be like, you refuse to give your identification, I will refuse to give mine.
Ask them what precinct too, because you want to be like, what precinct are you from?
I'd be like, what precinct are you from? What's your name? What's your badge number?
And that's it.
And if I'd be like, hey.
That way, if anything goes down,
no, because if it was me,
report it to that precinct saying, this is what happened.
This is what happened.
This is what's going to go.
Yeah, that and recording an officer while they stop you, that's for our protection too. So I mean, if they try to take that away from us just so they can have the footage,
that's illegal. But
I mean, which is bullshit because if they have a right to film, they could do something turn around, go back to the station, get that, and they can delete. They can delete it, or delete some of the. They can if they want certain scenes to show up where they were nice and were actually respecting you, then they can delete all the other portions of it to make it look like they were good in the right. So that's why we should be able to record them. But that's the thing. They don't freaking listen to us half the time. Because, I mean, hell, you call half the time if you call them, they freaking take forever to get out there. And then by the time they get out there, everything's done and over with. But if someone calls them on you, they're there like that. But it is messed up, though, how they will literally abuse shit. Because I've seen some where it says showing officers who think that they're above the law. Motherfucker, I guarantee you, if they took the badge off and the gun off and the uniform and went into civilian clothes, they'd be just another motherfucker. They're not any better. They're not any better or any more.
They have no more power than a normal civilian. They should not.
They should not have any more power. I mean, I can understand having the power to arrest someone. I can understand about having the power to arrest someone if they've robbed a bank or killed someone or something else. That's different. But
little crimes like speeding or not even speeding.
Hell,
speeding is horrible. But
hell, little crimes like speeding.
Your tail light out. Come on now, give them a fucking warning.
Just give them a warning and be like, okay, hey, you're on your way. Instead of making it
a bigger situation,
and having them sit there for about 15, 20 minutes, and hell, they could be on their way to work, and you would would an officer want someone to make them late for work, or would they want to make sure that they're safe, but they get to work on time?
Holy shit.
But no, you could be on your way to work, you could be on your way to a doctor's appointment, whatever, and if they find reasonable cause to stop you, like, oh, hey, you did something, and they think that you did something, then they'll stop you, and they don't give two shits about wasting your time. They don't care about wasting your time. That's the thing I've learned. Because the time when I was in, remember when I told you I was in Sedalia and I was coming back from Sedalia to go to Kansas, or we were delivering Kansas City Stars and USA Today, right? Basically, we were in there, we get stopped because I understand our driver was like right in the middle of the lane, which is understandable. But with one person having seizure, one person was known that I was talking to, they were known for having seizures because they couldn't look at like the flashing lights and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And we told the officer, we were like, hey, can you turn those off a little bit because the lights, it's not good for this person because they have seizures. The officer's like, oh, well, I gotta have them on for my safety and for all this other stuff and all that, so it's not gonna be that long. I mean, it's not that much longer. You guys can deal with it. He was an ass.
Well, it's not me. I just don't think he could be an ass.
But if someone has seizures and they can't look at flashing lights like that, and you get pulled over and you have flashing lights and you're trying to not go into a seizure or anything like that, and you ask the officer nicely, hey, can you turn the lights off because
they have to leave them on legally.
They have to leave them on legally, but it's fucked up because if someone has a seizure, then they're gonna be like, then it's gonna be on the officer's thing because the officer has the lights and that's what's causing it. I know it's messed up, but it's kind of stupid. I know they have to have the lights on because they want to make sure that everybody else who's driving by. I mean, if it's in the middle of the day, you should be able to see them. But at night, it should be the only time that they actually have the lights on.
True.
Because, hell, do I really want to sit there in the daylight have flashing lights behind me, have them flashing on my mirror, and if that causes seizures or something like that, yeah, it's gonna affect that. But at night, that's just how it is. But this has been another Jamie Carter Jamie podcast. I'd like to give a shout out to everyone out there, Andrew,
MMI, we expect the unexpected.
Mizzou, everybody.
I'll do my best.
Just give a shout out to all of you. Keep up all your all the videos, and I will go live probably. I will probably do another broadcast here within the next week or so, or whenever. So just keep posted and keep checking in and subscribe, like, comment, keep all that up. Peace.